This is the Man Rights Activist Podcast, episode 112, where we focus on relationships, sports, and pop culture from a man's point of view. First of all, we want to thank our listeners, our new ones, our OGs. Thank you for hanging with the fellas.
What up?
On today's show, Eddie Murphy and Dave Chappelle won an Emmy.
And their acceptance speeches, did they thank George Floyd? Because that's why all these niggas winning these awards.
Cardi B explains why she's done with Offset.
Man, that dude was supposed to use her to get bigger and famous like Tom Arnold.
You ain't lying. Andrew Gillum comes out as bisexual, and a Dear Irby writer makes Kamal and I both furious. Wait till you hear why. All that and more right now. This is the MRA podcast of Kyle and Kamal, where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
And we are saving relationships one listener at a time. We're going to start this on the front page. Rest in peace to RBG, the notorious RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She is a Supreme Court justice that has just passed away by now. I'm sure you've heard about that. Kamal, how did the death of RBG hit you?
Well, it hit us. I was chilling, man, and my girl she got the alert, and she was like,
just like, wait a minute. Now, we've heard this before when Chadwick passed.
Right.
Now, what is the level? Chadwick passed, I was 12 out of 10. What level of shock was she at the moment?
It wasn't shock, but just upset.
Yes.
Chadwick was just a straight shock. You had no idea,
Yes.
right? This one, we knew the chick was on her last leg. We knew she was trying to hold out until the election. So this one was
That's
like...
a crazy thing to say.
Yeah, this
I've
one...
been trying to hold on for y'all.
Exactly. That's what she was doing. She actually said it. And, this was probably a 14, her response.
Wow.
And I'm not gonna share the joke that we do because it's really insensitive. But when she said it, I was like, joke. Whoever died, she was like, no, worse. I was like, what's worse than that? And then she was like, Ruth. Like, Ruth who? What are you talking about? Ruth. I don't, baby.
Dr. Ruth?
Yeah, exactly. She said,
Ruth?
Bader Ginsburg was like, no. And the cool thing about it is, like, the main thing people talk about is they're going to end abortion, right? If the conservatives get enough of their judges in, eventually they're going to ban abortions, which I'm at that age where I think, like to knock on some wood.
I'm pretty sure I don't need any more.
Aged
I've
out.
had all of mine.
I don't think I've ever had one, but as far as me worrying about them, I think I've aged out about worrying about abortions. But I think it's a lot more. People don't realize what a right-wing conservative bench could do. So any law that they don't like, they could just take it to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court is going to rubber stamp it, whatever the conservatives want.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a law. And so this was the thing where people talked about, like, Obama didn't do anything, and Bush is the same. I'm sorry, Trump is the same as Hillary. It's like, maybe you think on the surface. But these judges, man, can do a lot of damage. And the sad thing, and this is the one thing I say about the system, it's not necessarily inherently racist, but it definitely favors the smaller states. Because if you were to poll the entire United States, all 300 and something million people, I would say probably maybe 30% of the population is Republican or conservative.
Okay.
Right? But because of the Electoral College and shit like that, South Dakota gets 2 votes. Same as far as senators go, they get the same amount of votes as California. South Dakota, the state is probably the size of like San Bernardino or some shit like that. I mean, I might be exaggerating, but it's really, really small population-wise. Montana, same thing. And so you have this minority of people controlling the entire country. You know what I'm saying? Like the president, he lost by 3 million votes. They control the Senate, even though like 3 million people, 4 million people voted more for Democrats during the last midterm election.
Mm-hmm.
So more people want the Democrat policies.
Yes.
But the way the
because
system
the
is set
Electoral
up,
college.
and the way the Senate, the Senate makeup is like 2 senates per state, the representation, it's like, dude, the minority party is running the country.
Mm.
I mean, think about that. The motherfucker with the least amount of support is telling you how shit should go.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the thing about the passing of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And sure enough, the hypocritic Republicans they held Obama's seat, or Obama's pick, when Antonin Scalia died for 9 months. They said, let the people vote for 9 months. This is 6 weeks. They're like, yeah, fuck that. We confirming a judge immediately. Fuck what we said. It was one senator, Lindsey Graham, said, man, you could take my words. You could use these words against me. If it's a Republican president, a judgeship, whatever comes available in his last year of presidency, you can mark my words. I'll be against that too.
Yeah, right.
Cut to yesterday. He's like, yeah, I'm all for it.
Oh my gosh. It's comedic, man. That's the thing that bothers me the most, Kamal. It's like when President Obama had an opportunity to confirm a judge, and judge is bigger than president, because judge is lasting for 30, 40 years. It's a lifetime appointee. We ain't talking about no 8 years. We talking about 40 years
until they die.
Until
they 87 years old or retire. Like
and then
RBG retired. She died.
Yeah, and so I mean, it is a big deal, man. So even though I'm a lot more conservative than you, I'm not necessarily worried about the same things, but I cannot stand the hypocrisy of when President Obama wanted to get his guy in, they cried like, no. And then when President Trump wants to rush his new person in, it's all of a sudden like, what? I mean, it's different. No, it's not different. And I can't stand it. I just want things to be consistent, man. Call balls and strikes, which is what we try to do on this show, my dude.
This is team sports, and this is, we want power. And honestly, this is what the heck this is why I vote Democrat, because I don't want the conservatives in power, because I know they will take that shit back to 1955 if they can. If they can. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who comes out and votes every single time. The people who want it the way it used to be. The people fighting to keep the conservative statues. The people fighting to like build a wall. The people fighting to like ban Muslims. Those are the people who show up every election. Dog catcher, school board, comptroller, they're showing up, and they're making sure their people are holding these offices, which we just take for granted. We show up every 4 years, if that.
Yeah.
And then we get mad when this shit don't work out. Well, fuck Obama, he didn't do shit. It's like, do you understand? He didn't have the fucking Senate after his first 2 years. He lost the House.
Because y'all only voted for president.
Because they only vote for president.
If y'all would have showed up for the other election. So
those are the people who write the laws. He just signs this shit in. They make the laws. So all the shit that you say he didn't do, he couldn't do, because Congress makes the damn laws.
Come on, man. Talking about going back to 1955, your favorite comedian, born in 1961, just a few years after that, actually 6 years after that, Edward Reagan Murphy got his first Emmy last weekend. Now, that is a hard transition, but I did it anyway and tried to make it smooth as I could. We got to see the acceptance speech come out. I was cool. It was the first time I ever seen Eddie Murphy with real gray instead of the makeup gray, playing an old man. I don't know if he was at a museum or his house.
Oh my gosh, that hallway!
The hallway.
I mean, I was like, dude, is that his house? He's got to be somewhere. And my girl was like, I think that's his house.
That's
like,
the
oh
crib,
my
dog.
gosh.
That's
that hallway
the crib.
Looked like 2 football fields in length.
Duh, it looked like USC, man. It looked like that spot over at USC.
Man, telling jokes did that.
Man, telling jokes did that, man. I mean that not just telling jokes. It's that,
I know.
You got that super talent. That's super talent. But yeah, man, he won an Emmy, man. I thought it was cool, man. It was great to see Ed win. He was humbled. He really was happy, man. Eddie Murphy's first ever Emmy. All the years, dude was on Saturday Night Live as a teenager and won an Emmy 40 years later, man. And we really, it was a big deal when he hosted the Saturday Night Live that night, because that was the night we went to that comedy show. Y'all came to my show, and then we stayed up all night long watching the show because we missed it because I didn't have DVR. So we had to wait until it was being streamed. We watched the whole thing in my little dining room.
We watched it in pieces and segments.
Yeah, but we watched it though.
Yeah, dude, I think that he I think he wanted it. He wants the Oscar when he's nominated for an Oscar. I think that just comedians and people as talented as Ed, Jim Carrey, those guys, they want to be recognized for their talent. See, what happens is they'll get awards for like body of work. You know what I'm saying? But they want like, man, I kicked ass in this particular role, and they always get slighted for the most part, right? I remember Jerry Lewis was bitter that he got an Oscar towards the end of his life for like his humanitarian shit, you know, Jerry's Kids. Yeah, and he was a little salty about that.
He should be.
Yeah, he was like, damn, dude, like they actually study my filmmaking in different countries. In America, I'm a clown.
Yeah.
In France, I'm an auteur. You know what I'm saying? He created a lot of angles, and what was it? The movie, whatever the fuck you can watch when you're shooting film and you're watching the video at the same time.
Yeah,
he created that shit. So he did. I read his filmmaking book, and like, man, the man was, because he did comedy, I think it hurts him. Man. But it was like
bias, man.
Right, like Chaplin got a Lifetime Achievement Award when he was like on his way out, like in the 70s or something like that. It's like they want to be recognized for individual pieces of work. Don't just give me some shit like, "Hey, man, your career was great." That's cool, but when I did this, what about that?
There's comedy, man. There's a bias against comedy. There is no best comedy in the Oscars. At least there wasn't when the last time I checked.
No,
and it should be. It absolutely should be. They have all these different genres. You gotta show some respect to comedy because all those other cats cannot do it.
No. And the thing about it is, they can't do it, but the comedians can do the drama.
That's the point. They can do both. And one guy who can do both is Dave Chappelle. He can't. I've seen him and he did that great movie with Bradley Cooper when Bradley Cooper was the drunk
When a Star is Born.
Yes, he had a great little, real grounded performance in that. And Dave Chappelle, he won also in his, he won an Emmy also. And I loved it, man. I loved his acceptance speech because he basically told everybody, all his critics, because people hated on him. He won for Sticks and Stones, and you said it on this podcast, Kamal, how much you loved it. Even though it wasn't wall-to-wall laughs, you said that you loved it. I loved it. It was deep. It was poignant. It was funny, and he won. He won multiple Emmys for that. So, and he told all his critics to kiss his ass.
Yeah, and he picked up Stan Lathan, which I thought was very, very important because to us, Stan Lathan's the man.
Yes, he is.
And I'm sure the mainstream wouldn't know who Stan Lathan was. You know what I'm saying? If they, I can't even think of anything. I can't even think of a good
why don't
analogy.
you explain who Stan Lathan is? Because we know his fine-ass daughter. A lot of people don't know Sanaya. A lot of people don't know he's a director. Tell the people who Stan Lathan is, because we got Stan. I always put an M on his name. Stan.
Because you know why? Because of the other comedy producer, Walter Latham.
Yes, exactly. So tell the people, because we got listeners all around the world who may not understand who Stan Lathan with an N is. Who's Stan Lathan? Come on.
Stan Lathan is a director, and he's done a lot of urban TV shows and movies.
Yes,
I think in the 70s, it was like him and Michael Schultz. Schultz was doing like Car Wash and whatnot, and obviously you had actors who were directing, like Sidney Poitier and whatnot. But those were like the two main black guys. And then, like Chappelle said in his thing, he did Sesame Street, he did Sanford and Son, he did a lot of TV. But my generation knows him more from him being the director of all the Def Comedy Jams.
Yes. I know him from Def Jam. Matter of fact, I didn't even know he did anything before Def Jam. Obviously, it wasn't his first job, but I did not know that he was like, oh, no, he was a director before that, like working direct.
Right. He did a lot of comedy specials and whatnot, man. So it's good that, you know, he might be in his 80s now or late 70s for him to finally get some recognition before, you know, they say let him smell his roses while he can give him his roses while he can smell them.
Yep.
You know, and so I think that was good. Had a little take a little exception with him saying he's the greatest comedian of all time.
Who,
but
Dave?
Yeah, that's what he said.
I mean, listen, he's arguably. I mean, who you think it is? Richard.
Well, I'll say this. I used to say Richard Pryor, then Chris Rock. I'll say this. He would be akin to like the Tupac of comedy, whereas Dave Chappelle's at that point now. Every time he speaks, he's got our attention. Mm-hmm. Like Tupac wasn't the best lyricist, but damn near every song, especially as he got older, we're listening to see what he's saying. And so it's so thought-provoking and it's so deep. And so he doesn't, to me, he's definitely not the best joke writer. He doesn't bring me the most laughs, but he probably has me paying attention to everything he says. Nice. Probably more than any comedian. He's an auteur. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Orator, not auteur.
Hey,
he's an orator.
That's enough for me, man. That's enough for me because as a comedian, you know what I love about Dave Chappelle is what I try to do when I'm doing stand-up is the money is in the silence. You don't have to fill every last moment with words. You can really draw him in and be quiet and then sneak that laugh on him, man. I love that he does that, man. I love that he does that, man. We got to keep it moving, man. We come back. We got some feedback. And after that, we got a post-nut mode story from a woman who had a one-night stand with a guy she now regrets. What happens? Find out soon. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, what's up, guys? I sure hope you're enjoying the show. If you like it, I invite you to go to our website, themrapodcast.com, and catch up on over 100 episodes that we have in store for you.
You ain't working, you might as well check us out.
And if you want some more, go over to The World According to Cheryl and check me out on Cheryl Underwood's podcast. We post content there every single day. We have her normal radio show labeled SUR, and then the Cheryl Underwood podcast, where we get in her personal business every Friday. Then on the weekends, we have the specialty shows that range from Late Night Cupcake into Auntie Cheryl's House Party to our gospel show, Spiritual Nourishment.
You gotta check out The World According to Cheryl, even though I ain't on it.
We got some feedback, homie.
Do we now?
Yes, we do, man. This one comes from Dat Dude Art. Now, I asked you. Now, Art asked you on Instagram. He said, "Why you go so hard on Coach Johnson at Angry Camille LOL?" And I called you out last week because I said you didn't respond. Then you showed me your phone to prove you actually did respond. I had to apologize to you and say, "Hey, man, I'm sorry. I thought you didn't respond." Well, that dude Art has set the record straight. He said, "I didn't see it either, fellas." So, Kamal, I'm just going to say right now, you did not respond. It was phony.
No.
Whatever you had on your phone was Photoshop.
I don't know what happened because it's there. I saw it. I saw Art's response. So what I did was I copied it and responded again. This is what I wrote. I wrote it again, and Art saw it. He responded. Definitely sees my side of the story now.
All right, man. If you want to know, you got to go to the MRA Podcast on Instagram to find out.
It's a long
story. And Kamal clarified the whole thing. When we come back, we have a post-nut story from a woman who had a one-night stand with a man she now regrets. What happens? Find out next. The MRA Podcast. According to Webster's dictionary, being in post-nut mode is when you have a clear mind and you can make sound decisions as if you just busted a nut.
Yeah, I don't know if Webster actually said that.
No, he didn't. But our listener, Big Easy Q, told us all about it, and we can relate. Women, men. So listen, if you have a story of when you did something foolish.
In pre-nut mode?
Yeah, something really dumb. Maybe it was top crime, especially something in pre-nut mode you don't want nobody to know about. Hit us up, and we'll tell the world. We can all laugh at your expense, and hopefully you'll learn from your mistakes.
Aristotle once said, "The results of pre-nut mode is the best teacher." I think he said some shit like that.
Send us your stories at dearirby@themrapodcast.com. That's dearirby@themrapodcast.com. And now it's time for a post-nut mode story, only on the MRA Podcast. This post-nut mode story comes from Claudia in LA. She said, "My girl gets her hair done in a nice part of town, and she has been trying to get me to come over there to get my hair done for a long time. I finally decided to pay her a visit while she was getting her hair did. And I parked around the corner in this nice residential neighborhood with these really nice houses. I parked my car and saw two brothers sitting outside of this really nice house. I judged them thinking, how do they afford this? I figured they must be rappers or something. One of them was really rugged, and the other was really cute and looked like he had his life together. I figured maybe he's a manager. I got out of the car, and the cute one started waving at me, and I waved back. I went to visit my girl, and the whole time I was thinking about that fine chocolate brother I had just met. I ended my visit sooner than I would have if I were not preoccupied, and went back hoping that somehow he was still outside. He wasn't. I thought about going to knock on the door, but I didn't want to look thirsty, so I got in my car. As I went to start it up, he came jogging back to talk to me. I got his number, and we talked for a little bit. Before I knew it, I had changed my plans and went back inside. Soon enough, we started kissing in his living room, and before I knew it, we made our way upstairs to his bedroom, and I decided to live a little and gave him some. Afterwards, I chose not to spend the night because I didn't know him like that, LOL. I went home, slept in my own bed, and slept hard because he put it on me, y'all. I remember not going anywhere for the next couple of days. I just laid around and ordered in, hoping my new friend would call. He never did. When I finally left the house a few days later, I went to meet my girl for lunch, and when I went to pay, I noticed that my wallet was empty. I know I had money because I went to the ATM just in case my girl's hair girl could see me that day. I don't know if it was the guy I was with or his friend, but one of them assholes got me. When I left my purse downstairs in the living room, I called the guy, but nobody answered, and the voicemail wasn't even set up yet. Me and my girl went back to the house and banged on the door. To my surprise, someone else was there. Turns out it was an Airbnb. This was a $300 lesson, y'all. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. That's from Claudia in L.A. Come on, where did Claudia go wrong?
Well, this was karma. This was karma, man. This was basically, she said she saw those dudes and she judged them. She prejudged them. What the hell they doing over here? You know, they were there at the right time, in the right place, to teach Claudia a lesson.
Wow.
You know, I'll say this, though, man. It was a hilarious story. Feel bad for you, Claudia. However, this goes to show you why we be fronting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
Really. He was in this nice neighborhood, fly-ass house, and, you know, he was, you know, he got the look. He gave him the look. If he was in front of a barber shop or something like that, probably not. Same guy, same game, nothing.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, but, you know what I'm saying, in front of a house you think he owns, and you are automatically thinking he's probably the manager. They're hip-hop. I mean, honestly, man, you know, some of the others think that way of us as well. When they see us flashing, they think that we're in hip hop or, you know, what team does he play for and whatnot. And so I feel bad that you got, but Claudia, man, it's not like you didn't have it coming, baby.
Just because of the attitude.
Yeah.
She didn't do nothing. It was just her thoughts, and you kind of happy for it right now, Kamal.
I'm not happy, but damn.
Hey, man, she left a lot to the imagination, man. She didn't go and knock on the door the first time. She waited for that, and then she waited for him to call. This might be a misunderstanding, Kamal. Maybe his boy got him, and maybe he doesn't even know about it. But it was an Airbnb, so I'm thinking that might have something to do with why she don't want it. She feels absolutely deceived, and fellas, if a woman feels got, it's over for you anyway, man. When we come back, Cardi B and Offset are done again. Talk about a woman feeling got. It's really over this time. Kamal and I are going to weigh in. This is the MRA Podcast. Hey guys, if you're digging the show, then please tell somebody. People might say something to you like, hey man, you know, what podcast you listening to? And that's when you say the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal.
Or the MRA Podcast with Kamal and Kyle.
Kamal, as soon as Cardi B filed for divorce, people started texting me left and right, talking about you was right. And I didn't even realize I had said that this would happen, that Offset would fall off the wagon again. And women I talked to were shocked. Like, man, I thought he was straight. We trying not to dirty Mac, but we called it out. Remember we talked about the day Offset was playing video games and he hid the phone from his wife? Man, I knew that dude was still in the game. I feel bad for him though, man, because Cardi filed for divorce. People are saying, the rumors are saying that he got caught cheating again, and I just think it's ironic, man, that she just got done bragging about that wet ass pussy. Yeah, it's living proof that just because you got a wet ass coochie and then you might have some good, that don't mean you gonna change no man. Come on, how you feel about it, dog?
Well, according to her, it's not that he was cheating.
Okay, what was she saying?
Well, I'm about to quote the great Cardi B.
Okay.
She said, I just got tired of fucking arguing. I got tired of not seeing things eye to eye. When you feel like it's just not the same anymore, before you actually get cheated on, I'd rather just leave. Nothing crazy out of this world happens. Sometimes people really do grow apart. She wasn't done. She says, I've been with this man for 4 years. I have a kid with this man, have a household with this man. Sometimes you're just tired of the arguments and the buildup. You get tired sometimes, and before something happens, you leave. So it seems like they just, maybe it's COVID, just being together constantly. They're not on tour, because if things were normal,
yes,
they probably wouldn't be spending so much time together. They had to quarantine together, especially initially. So
yeah, she did say that.
Yeah, and so I think that basically, man, just being around each other, it's like, I don't think I like this motherfucker. I like him. I see him 8 times a month. You know what I'm saying? Because of our schedules, but shit,
yeah,
30 every damn day.
Eesh.
Like you always say, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
It absolutely does.
Well, I don't know what's the opposite of absence.
Presence.
Presence makes the heart
together.
It makes the heart go cold.
Yeah, man. It's a thing, man. You put too much miles on your shit, man.
Yeah,
people don't. People always think that the most important thing is I love you. No, it's I miss you. You need to miss that woman. You need to miss that man. Y'all always scared of having distance in between yourselves because you think that somebody's gonna take your place. Man, it's just not real. You don't see your mama every day. Ain't nobody taking your place right there. You don't see your best friend every day. Ain't nobody taking your place right there. Ain't nobody gonna take your spot if it's your spot. I gotta say, I'm disappointed in Cardi B for saying this kind of stuff, because it sounds like, dog, she didn't really want a marriage. She wanted a wedding ring. She wanted a title. She didn't want to go through the good times and the bad times. Y'all steady trying to get us to sign this deal, and then when we sign it, you're tired. No, You're not tired.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Kyle. I think she wanted to be married. It's a good look. He's a famous rapper. It's a nice power couple. But here's the thing about it. Cardi B is a millennial, right? So she's not from the old school. So basically getting a divorce don't really bother her, obviously. Mm-hmm. And she's got the #1 song in the country. She doesn't need Offset. She's got her own cash. She's got her own career. As a matter of fact, she's bigger than Offset. Now, Cardi B versus the Migos, okay. But Cardi B and Offset, I mean, my dad knows who Cardi B is. I don't think he knows who the Migos are. No, you know what I'm saying? And
definitely don't know one of the members of the Migos.
He definitely wouldn't know his name.
Yes,
right.
No.
Individually. Right. Mm-hmm. And so I think that she's like, I don't need this man. I don't need to be married, and I don't need him. She said, I don't want child support. I don't need his money. She's just tired of this man. I think
he needs
that's
some of her money, Kamal.
Huh?
I hope he needs some of her money, buddy.
Oh, no.
Because she makes long dough. And even though I don't like it when men ask for alimony, I think it's a bitch-ass move. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a nice little turnabout and fair play, Kamal.
Yeah, but I don't think unless he's going to take the kids. He can't leave, be weekend dad, and get money.
He can get half that mother. No, he can get.
Well, he gets some
He
gets spousal. He can't get child.
I didn't say child. I said alimony.
Palimony.
Remember the alimony, homie. that alimony. Get that. There's no prenup, homie. Everybody always assumes, oh, she's not gonna get his money. Yeah, but is he gonna get hers? Because you left me. You're the one that didn't finish the race, Kamal. Get that paper Offset. I will give you a pass on the flag.
What's the flag?
But the flag will be asking a woman for
alimony. Oh, okay,
man.
all right. It's be one of those late hit flags. Like, the team will pay the fine. We'll pay the fine.
Yeah, Dick. Me and Kamal will pay the fine, but we're not going to pay the fine. Hey, when we come back, we got to talk about Andrew Gillum, man. He came out as bisexual, and his wife is staying. How can that work? We'll talk about it. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey guys and gals, if you're enjoying the show, let someone know. Whatever app you're listening on, please subscribe, give us 5 stars, and leave a positive comment.
And why wouldn't you give us 5 stars and a positive comment? We're great.
Yes, we are. This helps our placement so that other people can enjoy the show as well.
And why wouldn't they? We're great.
Andrew Gillum was painted as the next Barack Obama, Kamal.
Mm-hmm.
Almost won the governorship of Florida, lost by less than 0.5%.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was going on track to success. Mayor of Tallahassee, I think, pretty sure he went to FAMU. And then next thing you know, man, he loses and things start going downhill. He starts drinking heavily. He said he got his morning coffee, but it ain't no coffee in that cup. It's straight up whiskey. And he's drinking more and more and more and spiraling. And eventually his secret comes out. He is bisexual, according to him. But the twist is his wife knew already. Come out. How is it that Offset can't keep his wife? But Andrew Gillum's wife understands that he not only got a side chick, he got a side dude.
I think Andrew Gillum's wife needs Andrew Gillum. She's Andrew Gillum's wife. Offset's wife is Cardi B.
Ouch. Why you gotta hurt him like that, dog?
Yeah, basically, so now I gotta sit up here with your dumb ass for getting caught and act like I'm down with this shit and run rehab so you can get your career back.
Wow.
So you can try to get us back on track. Wow. You know what I'm saying? That presidency is probably done. But maybe we can do some senator. Maybe we can get you some, you know what I'm saying, some speaking engagements, a book deal. Maybe we can get you as a contributor on MSNBC, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But we got to rehab this shit.
Start by owning it. That's why he had to come out and own it. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, this country is getting a lot more accepting of different types of people. Let's just look at it like this. If his wife is down with it, then it takes away the cheating scandal because she might just be in for the long game. If his wife is down with it, there's no more cheating. So now his only scandal is alcoholism and I'm bisexual. Well, bisexual to a lot of people is not a scandal anymore. So he still actually has a shot if he can get elected at something and then keep building on his career because the dude is a great speaker and the dude did some great things as the mayor of Tallahassee. I'm rooting for him, Kamal. I'm really hoping he can pull his way out of this, dog.
Yeah, I mean, America loves a second chance. I don't think he's bisexual, Kyle. I think he's gay.
Straight up gay.
I think he's straight up gay, and I think his wife was his beard, as they say. And you know, he had to come out. He had to say something. Because the other guy who he was with might have spilled the beans, so you'll just say, "Oh, I'm bisexual." The other guy knows he was with them, but the other guy would have just said he was gay. So you come out and say, I'm bisexual. Wife says, I knew it all along. I don't even know if she knew.
Yep. But she's playing the long game, which is what you said. The thing that hurt me, Kamal, is what really hurts as a man is when the day your woman looks in your eyes and realizes she don't need you.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing worse, Kamal.
I don't think I've ever had that. I've never been dumped. I'm trying to think.
Hey, man.
I don't think
more power to you. Because I've not only been dumped, I have had the I don't need you speech.
Yeah.
And it will change your life around, my dude. I promise you that.
No, I've had the they've moved on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The moved on speech was, I guess, that was the worst. That was the...
What is moved on speech? How the fuck is that different from dump, nigga? Help me out.
No. Like, basically, I'm over you. We're done. We've been done. And then it's like, you know what? At first, it was kind of hard, but I'm over you. And it's like, wait, what?
hey, you supposed to still
It's
be
only
crying,
been 6 years.
What's wrong with you? It's only been 6 years.
What the
That's
hell is
hilarious.
going on around here?
I'm going to need you a little bit more sad when it comes to us. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was...
When you hear our song, I need some sniffles,
When
goddammit.
I left, everything changed. Your whole world shattered.
I need your world to crumble.
Exactly.
When we come back, Jane Fonda spills some tea about her and Michael Jackson's relationship. We'll talk about it at the MRA podcast. You listen to us, but Kamal and I want you to know that we listen to you too.
Even if we don't always respond to your tweets in a timely manner.
I love how you said we, man. So if you have some feedback, maybe you agree,
Maybe you disagree.
or maybe you just want to tell us how much you love the show, or that you want to testify about how we specifically helped you out, or maybe you just want to tell Kamal how he was right or wrong.
But mostly right.
Whatever you want to tell us, hit us on our social. I'm at Kyle Irby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Hit us up and you just might hear your comment on the air.
Promise, we'll be gentle.
Kamal, Jane Fonda, she obviously has a book coming out, my dude. Because first, she talked about Marvin Gaye. How Marvin Gaye shot her shot. You can tell when people got a book coming out, they go on everybody's show and they start spilling tea, right? So Jane Fonda we talked about on last week's episode, how Marvin Gaye shot his shot and she passed because she had a husband and now she regrets it. Well, now she's talking about her and Michael Jackson's relationship. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this make Mike look suspect. We just going to keep it real. It's the MRA podcast. And I ain't trying to go into on the sexuality, but you could just tell the type of dude Mike had to be. Real nice guy tip. Because she talked about, she went skinny dipping with Mike. She talked about Mike living at her house for a month and he slept downstairs, but she slept upstairs. I'm like, what? Ain't no way. I don't care about the damn age difference come out. I'm shooting my shot. Are you shooting your shot if you're 20-year-old Mike?
I care about that age difference, man. If
You're
I'm
not
Michael,
shooting your shot.
if I'm Michael fucking Jackson from the Jackson 5 just stepped away to go solo, yeah, man, I think I'm
You gonna pass.
especially if Brooke Shields is calling and you know what I'm saying, if I'm getting chicks my age,
Yeah.
and this cougar is getting undressed.
Fine cougar at that.
She's
y'all
fine.
smash
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But this cougar is that might throw me off, especially if she's pursuing me. Now, if I'm pursuing her, great. But if she's like, "Hey, Michael," taking off her clothes and shit like that,
She didn't say she's pursuing, but she did say he stayed at the house for a week, a month, or whatever it is. To me, that she still got to give consent. But to me, that's a sign. That could be a sign. I'm gonna see where it's going. And then we skinny dipping, homie. Come on, dog. We at least got to move a little closer.
I think it's some boss move, man. Mike staying downstairs. He ain't, I'm Michael Jackson, bitch. You got to come to me.
Can you skinny dip with a woman without getting rocked?
Probably not.
No way. There's no way. I'm full salute, dog. As soon as we jump in and I see, dog, once that hair slicked back from the water, homie, and she ass naked, homie, I'm full salute.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, obviously, once you full salute, that's going to change the complexion of the we just talking mess. You're going to have to get a little closer like Head and Shoulders, bro. Air it extra dry.
I got to give Mike the benefit of the doubt, man. If Mike didn't want to smash, man, you know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, I gotta respect that man's reasons. Except for
have you ever smashed in a pool, dog?
Of course.
Oh man,
yeah,
man, that's the best, bro.
And here's the crazy thing about it. I'm never going skinny dipping though, right? And this is about to sound crazy.
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm going to go ahead, but like this is just a dumb dude logic.
Let's hear it.
I never wanted to go skinny dipping because I think that without those swimming trunks, the chlorine to go up my swipe and sting, even though the shorts ain't doing shit.
That's the dumbest shit I've heard in my life, dog.
It's dumb dude logic, man. That's some dumb shit. But I always thought like, man, this shit's gonna burn me.
Chlorine is gonna get in my swipe and burn me.
Like the swimming trunks is like a bubble or something like that. Like
yeah.
But yeah, that's what, and even like just getting rocked up. I'm like,
yeah,
man,
that's embarrassing.
I think
that's
it's gonna,
why I wouldn't want to go.
Well, no, I'm talking about. I think this shit's gonna slide in. Like it's really, it's a slide now.
You still on that?
It's a tunnel. Yeah, man.
Man, you tripping, dog.
Look, man.
Listen, go ahead, man.
No, I'm saying, dude, like it was some kid shit. It didn't turn into some
that you kept too long.
Well, obviously, that's
ain't no kids skinny dipping, my dude. Like
no,
you know, that's a teenage thing.
No, I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? It was like some teenage thing, and I call that a kid. I'm not talking about no 5 or nothing like that.
Okay.
But like, you know what I'm saying? It carried over. But I've smashed in pools, jacuzzis. I've done it. It's just that in the back of my mind, like this shit's gonna hurt later on.
And it never did.
Mm-mm.
The beautiful thing about smashing in the pool, man, is y'all already in your drawers, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you could just get closer and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. There's a lot of accidental, oh, man, we just messing around. And next thing you know, that's the beauty of the pool/jacuzzi love, man. Hey, man, when we get back, man, we got to talk about this weird transition, man. But sorry, man, get over it, y'all. Deion Sanders is the new coach at J-State. Can he help them get the top recruits? And later in the show, we got a Dear Irby letter from a guy who's still in love with an ex who does not deserve him. He has some inside information that could close the deal on her new relationship should he use it to get her back. Find out soon. It's the MRA Podcast.
Guys, I have a comedy album. It's called Be a Man at All Times, and it's on, what's it on? Oh, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you stream your content.
It's a damn good comedy album.
I appreciate that, man. There's stand-up on there. Kamal and I wrote a whodunit mystery called The Case of the Missing Balls. That's on there.
Based on a true story.
Check out the album. Show your boy some support. And you can buy it on iTunes. Keyword buy it. Stop streaming.
This came out this week. Deion Sanders is the new head football coach at J-State, the home of the Sonic Boom. That's the name of their band, by the way. Shouts out to J-State, man. I went to Southern University, played at Southern University, and they were always a tough opponent. They play in Memorial Stadium in Jackson, Mississippi, and that thing holds 70,000 people. The Jackson State Southern games is always cracking. Jackson State Grambling, always cracking. I got so much love for Jackson State, man, and I don't even know why because they were a rival, but I don't know, man. I'm really happy for Jackson State for pulling Deion Sanders. And what I love about the pick is Deion is a coach. He's not just a guy that, I could coach. No. He's already been coaching. He's already put in the work as a coach. He was a Pop Warner, not a Pop Warner, but, Little League coach. I'm pretty sure he coached on the high school level. So he's not just a guy using his star status to try to act like he's going to be a coach. He's lending his celebrity to J-State. This guy's a mentor. Deion Sanders is one of those guys. He was the youngest cool guy, and now he's the cool old guy. He's always looking to help the young men. And I'm so excited to see the exposure he's going to bring to J-State. How do you feel about primetime Deion Sanders, the head coach of Jackson State?
Yeah.
I hate this guy right here. I just gave this hype soliloquy about how it's so good. Meanwhile, audience, you had to know he was going to hate. Kamal was going to hate. Because I'm the guy that's like, man, let's get these HBCUs cracking. Audience, please understand, Kamal went to an HBCU just like I did. He went to Howard. I went to Southern. This guy is always hating on my utopian progress for HBCUs. I'm like, man, don't you think if this basketball player would change it? One guy won't do it. He needs a team. Cynical Kamal Abdul-Jabbar, man. What's the deal, bro?
Yeah, well, here's the thing about it. Deion Sanders is probably top 5 greatest football players I have ever seen in my life.
He's amazing.
That I have witnessed. I didn't grow up watching Deacon Jones or Mean Joe Green and none of that shit.
No.
So I have witnessed Deion Sanders is probably, definitely top 5, if not top 3, right?
Yes.
As an analyst, I love him. The cockiness, he's hilarious. As a personality, I've always liked Deion Sanders, man. I like the shoes. I just like the guy. However, coaching at Jackson State, I think, is good for them. However, as far as snatching top talent and all of that, the thing about the coach is the coach, no matter who the coach is, doesn't give you a TV audience, right? It's not going to bring TV. And until these HBCUs get on TV and get exposure,
yes,
you know what I'm saying? I don't know if the top guys are going to go. It's a good look.
It's a great look.
I think that he'll get a lot of second tier talent, and so the people who couldn't strike it in the ACC and the SEC and the PAC, who were looking at HBCUs or something like that, instead of going to Howard or FAM, they might go to Jackson State now. But
how about
is he getting like
take somebody from Fresno State? Can you take somebody from Weber State? Can you take somebody from Hawaii? That's what I'm talking about.
Well, see, that the hard part is basically Fresno State is going to play USC. They're going to come on TV. You know what I'm saying? They're going to play.
But J State can too. They can too. They can play your Alabamas. They can play your Rebels.
Yeah, but it's about to be 82-0.
Yeah, but you got to understand, Fresno State is getting their ass beat. Well, they did hand it to USC almost one year. But I get what you're saying, Kamal. I think I'm being a little more Pollyanna than you, and you're being your typical Kamal Abdul-Jabbar self.
No, I mean, honestly, man, it's a good look. It's a good look. I don't know if it'll change things, honestly, man, because at the end of the day, these people, these kids,
yes,
are not trying to be pioneers. They're trying to be moguls and millionaires and billionaires. And so we're asking them to do some shit that we would do it in our 40s. Well, we have done it at 17 or 18 years old. I don't know.
And we're hoping that I am hoping that prime time can be the difference in just make it stronger. It's not going to be Alabama overnight, but make it a better Jackson State. I'll leave it at that. How about that, dog? Can we agree that he can make it a better Jackson State?
Yeah,
possibly?
I mean, they're still going to lose to HU if they ever play at Howard. But
my God. That's going to be their easiest victory of the years. Because Swag ain't worried about the MEAC ever in life, man. When we come back, man, it's Dear Irby time. We got a Dear Irby letter from a guy who's still in love with an ex who does not deserve him. And he has some inside information that could close the deal on her new relationship should he use it. We'll talk about it next. It's the MRA Podcast.
Hey guys, what's up? If you're enjoying this show, do us a favor and donate to our Patreon.
Word.
Just go to www.patreon.com. That's Patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal.
Word.
It's that simple. Listen to the show, love the show, share the show, break the show off with some dough.
Bars.
Let's get into this Dear Irby letter.
Well, that's us.
Dear Irby, me, my former best friend, and my wife started a business together. He is my former best friend because one day I walked into the office and they were kissing. I had been suspecting for a while and I got the confirmation. I was devastated. My wife and I have 2 teenage daughters and I thought we were a happy family. I never talked to him much afterwards, but my ex-wife and I have stayed in touch for our girls and also because my ex still wants to be friends. Sometimes I feel like I am being used because she talks to me about her problems, and I'm so happy to talk to her that I allow her to take advantage of me. That's a lot of insight, Kamal. More than once, she has crossed the line with TMI subjects that include her new boyfriend, her new relationship. I told her that is off limits. I still love her, and I was wondering if you guys could help me get her back. I think it's important to keep our family together, and I know I can get over what she has done if we just get some counseling together. Recently, I found out her new man, my ex-best friend, is cheating on my ex-wife. I was wondering if I should share this information with her now or should I save it for later? Or maybe you'll say that I should never say anything. Tell me what to do, guys. I will be listening. Larry in Baltimore. Kamal, I want to get on this now.
Go ahead.
But go ahead, dog.
Where did you find this guy, Kyle?
I didn't find him. He found us.
This guy obviously hasn't listened to me.
No.
Because, man, he is asking me to, go against everything I
everything
believe in.
you believe. Kamal is like, drop her, do not work on anything.
Yeah, and so here's the thing about it. So you did the right thing. Obviously, she became your ex-wife. Beautiful. Homeboy ex-best friend, I probably would have saw him a little bit. I probably would have put some tips on him, or it wouldn't just be I haven't had much conversation. Whatever. I think I might have gone the extra mile and touched him up a little bit, but that's
a little bit of a touch up.
Yeah, that's just me. Now, I understand you guys have the kids, and up until you caught them kissing, you believed you had a happy marriage, and so everything is going good. So this one transgression in your mind, which changed everything, can be overlooked because aside from that transgression, in your mind, you guys are good, right? And you say she still wants to be friends.
Of course she does.
So she's into you, right? She likes your company. And honestly, man, you seem like sort of like a pushover, no disrespect. But
that was very disrespectful.
Yeah, she likes the fact that she could cheat on you and then still talk to you about dudes. Like she's shameless. She can be shameless to you. In my opinion, it's disrespectful, right? But I know you love your wife and you're hoping to get back with her. So if you gotta listen to bullshit, you'll listen to bullshit. Yep. You know what I'm saying? To me, I think she's rubbing my face in it. You know what I'm saying? That would be like strike 2, I guess.
1,000.
Yeah. And so you want to get back with her. That's admirable. I guess you're a better man than me. And you found out your best friend is your best friend, right? You know him from way back. He was, willing to break up your marriage, and he's cheating on your ex-wife, so he's that guy. And you're asking, should you dirty Mac? Why are you asking me these questions, Larry in Baltimore? Have you listened to the show? You know the answer. I'm not telling you to go back to your wife. I'm not having you dirty Mac. They are dead to you both. I get it, y'all have kids. So, I would suggest, if I was a different person, what advice would I give you? Because Kamal Abdul-Jabbar, you know what I'm saying, the guy from the MRA is not giving you this advice.
Not at all.
Not at all. Man, I would say don't dirty Mac to get your girl back.
Nice.
All right? I would say don't do that. All right? Just be you, but you actually had her cheating. God damn it, this is tough, Kyle. This is tough. Wow. I would say, man, honestly, let her know that you want to get back with her. Let her know how hurt that you are or were. I think you being you already have an in, right? She's telling you information, right? So I'm pretty sure she's not giving up game to the boyfriend. So she trusts you more than your ex-best friend, right? You should be able to beat that race just being you. The counseling, yes, definitely the counseling, and play the family angle a lot in the marriage vows and the family angle. But that's a different dude telling you that, because Kamal Abdul-Jabbar is saying, man,
kick rocks. You made off.
Tell her don't ever disrespect you again. You don't want to hear about her dudes and none of that shit. They deserve each other. I'll be there on Tuesday to pick up my girls. I'm bringing them back on Friday.
When we come back, I'm going to weigh in. Yo, what's up? I'm Kyle.
And I'm Kamal.
And you're listening to the MRA podcast, where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop. Kamal, I love the real Kamal's response. I like the gangster Kamal, because he might be a new listener, Kamal.
Okay.
We can't expect people to take the ride with us all the way, way back when we started this bad boy 112 episodes ago, or some of the OGs that's been down with us since we were a webisode show. Some people are just hearing about us, man. We got a new affiliate in New York. Shouts out. We love you. Thank you for running the show, running the MRA podcast. It absolutely feels good. The more people are signing on. Shouts out to my girl Kim Dynasty at DynastyRadioNewYork.com. So we got new people listening to us, Kamal. And so he may not understand. He's in Baltimore. Be more. Shouts out, man. So let's just keep it real, my dude. I'm disgusted with what you're talking about, Larry. This is some bullshit, Aldo. I can't understand it, but I'm still gonna try to help you because I'm a professional, my nigga. But if you was my boy, I would be like, man, you sound fucking stupid. I would tell you straight out, nigga, you sound stupid. What are you talking about? Nigga, you don't learn.
No.
So I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you the kick in the ass, and now I'm gonna help you because I'm a professional. Because I feel for you. Kamal had to pretend he was somebody else to give you this advice. I gotta pretend you're somebody else to give you this advice. I'm gonna talk to you as if you was a woman. Because if you was a woman, I would tell you to stay. And that's a double standard. So I'm gonna keep it real. Let's just go back to your letter, man. I had been suspecting it for a while. Okay. And you still was cool with it. You might say you wasn't cool with it, but you was. So let me just get to it, dog. Homie, you might be a cuckold.
Damn! God damn.
I'm just being real, bro. It might not really bother you that your girl needs to get bashed by another man. It might not really bother you. And if it doesn't, why you pretending? Go get your girl back, homie. Go get her back. Because that's what I would tell a woman. That's what I would tell Cardi B. Stop acting foolish. That's your man. Go get it back. This is before, I heard, the remix bullshit reason why she broke up with Offset. Because she's trying to save face. We know what really happened. Go get your man back. Fuck dignity. If I was into putting curse words in the episode title, that would be the title of this episode. Fuck dignity. Your damn dignity is going to cause you to miss out on the best thing you ever had. I don't give a damn. I've been suspecting it for a while, but you still didn't go no damn where. I thought we were a happy family. You were a happy family. She just likes to get her back blown out on the side. You could have still been. I can't stand women say that. I thought we were happy. Then you must have been. If you thought we were happy, it's because you were. Just because he's fucking another bitch don't mean y'all wasn't happy. Well, everything he told me was a lie. No, just where he was. That's the only thing he was lying about. It doesn't mean everything was a lie. It just meant the shit he didn't feel comfortable telling you was a lie. Sometimes I feel used by her. Yeah, she was using you. She's using you right now. Think about it. What do we want out of a woman? Sex. What do they want out of us besides money? Conversation. So she's getting conversation without having to pay in sex. So yes, she's using you. And you was a sucker. You're allowing her to. I was wondering if you guys can help me get her back. Yeah, we'll help you. Put in the work, dog. But don't dirty Mac. We don't dirty Mac on this show, homeboy. I don't give a damn if her new man cheated. So what? Man, do not break the man code, even if it means getting your woman back, because that makes you a bitch, homie. Your boy already got issues. Don't stoop to his level. Because let me tell you what's going to happen. You think if you get rid of him, that you'll get her back. That is a lie. That's delusional. He's not why you lost your woman, homie. You are why you lost your woman. She been trying to get your attention forever, man. You keep going along to get along, and she's still using you. You haven't grown a backbone yet. And she's not attracted, so she went and found a real man to blow it out for her. And I'm going to be honest with you, dog. I don't know if you got it in you. I don't know why I'm being so hard on this dude, but I am. Because it frustrates me. I'm angry, Larry. I'm sorry. But you need to hear this, dog. You need to hear this. How come your boys ain't talking to you? Maybe we're your boys. Because that's what we strive to be. Your homies. Kyle and Kamal and Kyle. We your boys. Maybe you don't have homies that can talk to you. So we going to kick it to you straight up straight. Homie, if you can handle being this bitch motherfucker for her, then go ahead and play your position. Because you can't be K motherfucking Herb. That's me. And you can't be KAJ. That's my nigga over there, Kamal. You can't be us. We not going out like that, but you are. So play your position, homie. Or learn how to man up and tell her to kick rocks. I don't give a fuck about the family dynamic, but you can't do both, bro. Everybody can't. You deserve better. I ain't saying you deserve better because you may not deserve better, homie. I'm going to tell you just like I tell these women. You may not deserve better. You may not be able to get better until you turn into a different person. You might be the dude that's just going for it. And if you can handle it, I say do it. She might be the only one for you. You got to put up with it. It is what it is. You got to take the good with the bad. You put up with shit all the time. You put up with your mama. You put up with your daddy. You put up with your sister, your cousin. You put up with your boss, you might have to put up with your wife, bro. If she's that person, I'm gonna tell you just like I tell the women, man. Hold on tight. Everything gonna be all right.
You need some advice in your relationship?
And can't afford a therapist?
Yeah. Hit us up and we'll get you through this.
We won't even charge you a copay.
Exactly. The Dear Irby letter is our longest standing segment on the MRA, dating all the way back to the webisodes. This is where we truly save relationships one listener at a time. We've saved marriages.
Encourage divorce.
Taught a guy how to please his woman.
Encourage divorce.
Yeah, so hit us up for advice and we'll help you out. Send your emails to dearirby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearirby@themrapodcast.com.
Where can we find you?
Twitter and Instagram @Angry Kamal. And I responded to my boy Art too.
Thank you, man. Thank you for representing for the team. And I'm glad that you are hitting people back, man, on Instagram. I'm at Kyle Irby, KYLEERBY, at the MRA Podcast is where you can find us both on all social media. And Kamal is hitting people back. He's got receipts. He's showing proof. He's a good dude, man. He ain't as good as a dude as Larry in Baltimore.
Oh,
but
he's a great guy. That guy's phenomenal.
I love him, just like Michael Jackson.
A woman's dream.
Hey, Michael Jackson's a great guy, man.
Yeah.
He ain't trying to hit in the skinny dip. Man, I see a pattern here, man. KyleIrby.com is my website. The MRApodcast.com is where you can hear every one of our episodes, all 112. Come out. Thank you for bringing it every single week, man. Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
MRA.